before getting on to Man United versus Fulham, you need to watch this first. Against City, our attackers target the space behind their midfield and their defense, but against Arsenal, we did exactly the opposite. We used a Brazilian strategy called tabela, which is basically proximity, overloads, and centralized control. So Arsenal basically play in this horseshoe shape and they try to smother their opponents into a compact shape, and they usually do a side-to-side pass, and eventually they find space behind the opponent's defense line, and usually it is on the wings. I already said that we'll deal with this because we have good 1v1 fullbacks, and also our wingers have great work rate. They will help our fullbacks out, and similar thing happened. Most importantly, Arsenal's midfielders and their defenders mostly play side-to-side pass. This is why we got our first goal, because Zubimendi refused to break lines and pass it to Rice and passed it back, which was a dreadful pass, and Bumo scored. Whereas if you look at our midfielders and defenders, they were always looking for a forward pass. Example, take this one. Licha had a chance to change wings, but he turned back and went into the crowded area where we have already formed the tabela, and that's where we get the Cunha, Bruno, Shaw, Cunha, Bruno thing. So yeah, that was the key difference in our approach, and Licha was the game changer. He's just one of the best in the world with his ball playing ability from the back. Other games, Bruno would have just occupied the space or ran into the space where the arrows are showing, but he chose to stay, and then he formed a tabela with Dogu. Tabela in English terms basically means a 1-2, and we all know what happened after that. And look at the space behind their Arsenal's defense. This space would have been exploited or occupied or tried to be occupied by our attackers in other games, but that wasn't the case in this one, because that was intentional, that was tactical. Same thing happens for the Cunha goal. In other games, Cunha goes beyond their defender and tries to make the space there, but in this one he tried to again stay there and again formed a tabela with Menu, and because of that Arsenal defenders got crowded, and then we manipulated the space where Cunha could run onto with the ball. And the most important thing happened after that. Šeško took two defenders with him, which made it easier for Cunha to pull the trigger, and boy, he did. So obviously both these efforts were individual brilliance, but the process leading to these goals was pure tactical. So I can confidently say we are back, and Carrick's at the wheel. Fulham will definitely offer more threat on open play than what Arsenal offered, and they have got a pragmatic manager in Marco Silva, who I rate. He has got players like Chukwueze and Wilson who have done really well this season. Chukwueze might offer more attacking threat than what Saka did in last game. Chukwueze is very fast, he's skillful, and also has got a shot on him, and he'll be coming up against Luke Shaw, and that might be a problem for us because we don't have Dorgu in this game, who literally tracked back every single time in the last game against Arsenal and also against Man City. So Chukwueze can really cause problems to our backline. But the thing is, he might not even start for Fulham because he plays on that right wing cutting inside. He also can play on the left wing, but mostly his preferred position is right wing, and in that position Wilson plays, and I don't think Wilson will offer any open play threat to us, but he has got wicked left foot on him, so we need to make sure that we don't give him silly free kicks on the edge of the box because he's really good in those situations. Apart from these two, I don't think we have to worry about anything what Fulham offer, and if we target their right hand side, that is right back Castagne, I think this will be a very easy job for us. So Burge is a decent player in their midfield, but right now under Carrick we have been doing better. In this game we are playing at home, and they are most likely to sit back and then hit us on counter, and we need to break their defense down, break their midfield down, mid block or defensive block, whichever they go for. So I think the players like Casemiro, Meno, Bruno Fernandes and Cunha are going to be key. They need to be on their top form because Marco Silva is really good in setting his team up. So yeah, these players need to perform, and I'm very confident that we'll get this over the line. In the last two games, in my last video, I've already shown you the patterns of play that we have developed under Carrick, so I'm very confident about this one. And obviously the opposition is different, so there will be some tactical changes and there might be some personnel changes in the positions too, and I think we have got enough evidence about Carrick's tactical awareness in these last two games. I think this has got win written all over it. So regarding lineups, I don't think there will be many changes. There might be 1 or 2 changes in the positions. Maybe Bumo, maybe some striker comes in. But yeah, I'm not so sure. Either ways, I think we'll get this over the line. And obviously Cunha starts on that left wing in place of Dogu, who is out injured. And I think we'll get this done. I'm very confident about it. Carrick's at the wheel. Glory, glory, Man United.